Microphone check 1 2 sound. Sound check 1 2. But one on still. Microphone check 1 2 sound. Microphone check 1 2 sound. Sound check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2 sound check. Check of the sound 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Sound check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2 sound check. Check of the sound 1 2. Microphone check 1 2 sound check. Microphone check 1 2 sound check. Microphone check 1 2 sound check. 2 1 2. Two, 1 2. Check 2. Microphone check 1 2 sound check. Thank you. Microphone check 1 2 sound check. Checking the sound
check,
1 2.
Check. Small.
Mic
so
check 1 2. Sound check 1 2. Bring up some of the monitors.
The blue. On the blue. Yes, turn up the volume on the blue.
Microphone check 1 2 sound check.
Check. Yeah. Share plug in in the right place, boy. Pang phones. Just phones. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Wrong hole. You going in the wrong hole. 1 2 again, man. 1 2. Right. 18 off volume. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Right. This kind of shot, right? Check 1 2. Right. On the Facebook thing, you'll have to hit go live, right? On the Facebook. You see the Facebook thing? Right. So all we have to press is go live and we'll be live on Facebook.
One, two. Mic
Check 1 2.
Sound check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. Sound check. Checking the sound 1 2. 2 2.
All right, you could hit the live button.
Check 2.
In the meantime, you'll build up some
1
time
2.
to reach. Tell me when you're live, eh?
Microphone check 1 2. Sound check.
All right, folks, out there in Facebook land, welcome to the United National Congress, UNC live stream from the constituency of St. Augustine. At United National Congress, their usual Monday night forums. Tonight they'll be moving in, as I said, to the St. Augustine constituency. We have a lot of topics to discuss. As you know, the budget has just was read and was replied to by the leader of the opposition. The St. Augustine constituency, I have the coordinator here who is also the deputy political leader of the party, Senator Khadija Amin. Welcome to Facebook viewers and UNC live stream deputy.
Good afternoon, Archie, and of course good afternoon to all our viewers on the UNC, for all UNC supporters, people who are abroad as well. I know tune in a lot on the internet to look at our UNC Monday night forum. And this evening we are in the constituency of St. Augustine, but we are boarding Tunapuna. We are the Tunapuna Hindu School, and I am looking forward to this evening's meeting because this is the meeting, the first meeting after the budget, after the reading of the budget. And I expect to hear from the leader of the country's concerns concerning the budget. As you know, the opposition held many public consultations previous to the budget, and that allowed us to get the heartbeat of the people of the nation, their concerns, so that we could reflect them in our contributions in the parliament and to the media and to the nation. Because a government must be representative of the people, the needs and the concerns of the people, and I expect that will happen tonight. In St. Augustine constituency, we always have good support from the constituents, but also we expect a lot of people to come from Tunapuna, and as part of the East-West corridor, Tunapuna, St. Joseph, and so on.
All right, so who are some of the speakers we might be able to hear tonight?
Certainly, I will be speaking. We have the councillors for the various electoral districts, as well as in the Tunapuna region, our two aldermen, Kivan Gibbs and Kazim Ismail, our three councillors in the St. Augustine constituency are Kublal Paltu, Jalen Rupnarayan, and Seema Ramsaran, and we also have Samuel Sanka, who is part of the region of Tunapuna, Piako. They will be on the stage, they will be joining us, they will speak about issues within their electoral districts, concerns of their burgesses. We'll also have later in the program Senator Tahaka Obika, who will speak about the economy. I will speak about issues concerning people, particularly public health and national security. Of course, the featured speaker is the political leader herself. And I expect, as she has been doing all the time, what she has been doing is speaking against the PNM's policies and the PNM's budget, but she has also been articulating the plans of the UNC as a government in waiting. So, for instance, she has spoken about our economic recovery plan for Trinidad and Tobago, and that is very important because of the decisions being taken by the present government. There are a lot of steps that her government, when it comes, will have after the election, will have to do to repair the damage. She has spoken about a plan for crime. She has spoken about a plan for improvement in the public health care system, and those are some of the issues that affect people tremendously. In the area of education, for instance, many schools are closed. We have more than 26 schools that have not been opened since September. There are 70 other institutions that are really limping along. And what the PNM has done is they have moved legislation to establish child rehabilitation centers, which really is jails for children. So they are closing schools and opening jails for children. And that is damaging the fabric of our society. And of course, crime as well, would have an impact in terms of criminal behavior from our young people, sadly.
So our viewers could expect to hear a lot about what transpired in the budget. I know you have been doing some walk-arounds this week in the constituency of St. Augustine. Apart from all those jails I saw people behind, what sort of responses you were getting from the constituents of St. Augustine?
Well, just from the photographs, people on social media would have noticed that many people lock their gates. They are behind burglar-proof, they are behind gates. Because in the Curep area, in the St. Augustine South area, in Spring Village, there are a lot of instances where there have been robberies of people at home or people entering their homes. And these are people the criminals are not people from the area. We have had people who have small businesses like shops and mini-marts and so on. One lady in Curep told us that she had been robbed 3 times for this year, and no one was able to identify the perpetrators, but she is so happy that they did not kill her. And unfortunately, that is the reflection that many people come up with, many people who are victims of robbery in the constituency who we spoke to. And that is sad, because every crime is against any person deserves to be punished, deserves to be solved by the police, and these people are not getting justice. But we are so fearful for our lives that we are settling that we were not killed, even though we were robbed, even though we were violated. So in the constituency, crime was a main issue. We also had unemployment. We met a lot of young people who are well qualified but are unable to find jobs, or are finding jobs not in their field and not with the income that they expected. So there are a lot of struggling people where it comes to jobs. In the constituency, many of the CPEP contracts have been terminated, so the area is now poorly managed in terms of cutting of grass. This affects the security because bandits hide in empty lots. So we have had complaints about those things, and the regional corporation has not been performing as it did when we were in government. So there are a lot of areas where they complain about the service from the corporation, and even though we have UNC councillors there who do their part, it's difficult because they do not get the resources needed from the corporation.
Well, I know tonight the main speakers on stage is going to be concerned more about the budget issues, but there are some national issues. Director, don't forget to turn on the background music, right? Yeah. There were some recent pressing issues in this constituency. One, the Curep flyover, yes, and the St. Augustine nursery. Yes. What is the latest with these two fiascos?
Well, the people at the Curep, the area where the Curep roundabout is supposed to be built, they have been really approached by the government for compulsory acquisition of their land. And they feel that what is being offered by the government is not enough. The Minister of Works himself has interest in lands surrounding that area there. And they feel that he may very well collect compensation and they may not. So they are very concerned. They have legal representation and they will continue to discuss with the ministry. And I call on the ministry to treat them fairly if they need to acquire that land, because people have been living there for over 40 years, in some cases for generations, and for them to leave that land and leave what they have been accustomed to, it's difficult for them. So it's not just about the money, you know, there's sentimental value in the place that you grew up. However, in the Curep area, I have not seen any activities, because we did have protest action. We did attend the consultation from the HDC concerning the housing development they want to put up at the Curep nurseries. We are against that. We do not believe that that agricultural land, prime agricultural land, should be used for housing, although we do agree that there should be a house, that housing should be constructed. So,
but there are so much other lands in other constituencies. Lots of land. To use this St. Augustine nursery is almost like a basket for the country to go and get their nurseries. I remember when our Minister of Agriculture was there, he did a lot of investment in new nurseries and new stocks.
Well, it is more than a food basket, it is a seed basket, so that all the various varieties of plants and all the traits that could survive in our climate, they do a lot of experiments and so on there. So, and farmers from all over the country get seedlings and plants from that nursery that would survive against certain diseases, pests, and other conditions. So that is very valuable. It's not just that you are removing an agricultural parcel. This is a seed basket, and that, to me, that is very, very critical, and we should be giving support to that type of research for agriculture to support our farmers in Trinidad and Tobago. There are many other places that houses could be built, and so that Curep area, it is not critical that houses be built.
In some of your UNC constituencies, there's a lot of land available for housing.
Well, the thing is, we have had in St. Augustine the development of Oropun, and we welcome many people into St. Augustine constituency from other places, various other places, and I have been going into Oropun, for instance, and meeting with residents, and I'll continue to do that, the new residents, that is. But you also had the Real Spring area where some development was done, and in fact a housing project that was under construction while the People's Partnership was in government in Real Spring. About 40 keys were distributed there. So there are places for housing developments along the east-west corridor to provide that. But you also have to think about decentralization. And when you build these houses for everybody to sleep in and then go to work in Port of Spain, you create traffic. People, these are not homes, they become dormitories. You do not have time to build communities. And I feel strongly that decentralization, as the People's Partnership was going towards, in terms of having schools, government offices, hospitals, healthcare, in different parts of the country, so that people will not have to leave Rio Claro to go to work in Port of Spain, for example, or South Trinidad, and to get a house along the east-west corridor and further congested. You know, so I think in terms of the development, that is something we have to strongly consider.
Okay, Deputy Political Leader of the UNC and Senator Khadija Amin, the Coordinator for St. Augustine constituency. Thank you very much for sharing this with our Facebook viewers.
Great. I'm looking forward to the meeting later. It should be very exciting, and looking forward to the contribution of the political.
I understand Senator Mark is also on the...
Yes, Senator Wade Mark, who is the head of the Senate bench in the Parliament, in the Senate, he will also be speaking together with Senator Tahaka Obika. They will also be speaking as well.
I thought I read on the Deputy Political Leader Julie John might be speaking for 5 minutes.
Yes, Senator, my sister, Senator, how could I forget her? She is a crowd favorite with the UNC, and I expect that she'll drop some hard blows on them. So we have in terms of the speaker lineup, you would appreciate that the members of Parliament of the House of Representatives are in the Parliament now to continuing the debate on the budget. So you will not see members of the House of Representatives speaking tonight. You have Senator Tahaka Obika, myself, Senator Wade Mark, Sister Jolene John, who is a deputy political leader as well, so that the MPs could continue the representation in the Parliament. The political leader will leave the Parliament to come here, of course, as leader of the party, so she will be here.
Okay, thank you very much, Deputy Political Leader.
Great.
Yeah, so folks, there you have it. At about 6:30 we shall resume our live coverage of the United National Congress Monday Night Forum from the St. Augustine constituency. So until then, join us, stay tuned for what is expected to be a very explosive Monday Night Forum. As you can see in the people meter, very strange, over 68% of the people believed that the leader of the opposition made an excellent reply to the budget. So to hear more of that, make sure to tune in later. Till then, over and out.